Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and broken news. So the latest broken news is that there is some indication that there could be a deal for hostage exchange between Hamas and Palestine. So Netanyahu and Hamas leaders both indicated that they are working on some kind of deal. And let's read this article from the Ashaq al-Awsat. Oh my god. And there is also another article which is very similar, but this is by CBS. So we have two different perspectives. But I went through the article. Mostly it seems pretty similar. So the leader of Hamas basically say that the deal is closed and they are reaching a truce agreement. So and Netanyahu commented saying that they are making progress, but he don't want to reveal too much, saying that until it's done, it's not done. And they will be the Israeli side will be summoning their war cabinet in a meeting to discuss about all these things. And the latest rumors is that the negotiation is about freeing 50 women and children, including some foreigners, while the Israeli releases 150 prisoners, mostly women and minors, during this proposed 4-day ceasefire. So it's going to be a ceasefire rather than a truce per se. It's just going to be a temporary pause. I'm not sure what meaning is there in this kind of thing, because it does contradicts with Netanyahu's own statement. The aim of this war right now is to a total annihilation of Hamas. So to discuss and to deal with Hamas does seems to be a contradiction to the announced intention of this Israeli war on Hamas. So, and Hamas also very interestingly willing to talk about all this negotiation and hostage exchange, whereas this hostage the hostage that they are exchanging may not necessarily be actually the original hostage, or no, the original prisoners that the Hamas wanted. So so if you remember at the beginning of the October 7th attack, which started the entire war, Hamas announced that part of the aim for taking hostages is to exchange the prisoners that was actually imprisoned and arrested by the Israeli side, and that was the aim. But since then, what happened was that Israel has already arrested even more people. So particularly within the West Bank area, a lot of them are probably suspect, or they are probably fighters that is fighting for various factions. Some of them literally fired guns, throw bombs or whatnot, and many of these people are arrested. So it's unclear if Hamas will actually get what they want. And so it would be a bit inconceivable that the Hamas started their attack for women and children that was arrested. Is unlikely that to be the case. So we shall see how this goes. So this is currently still ongoing, and so they talk about the weather. So it's not important. So on CBS News also reported the similar things. The article is a bit more concise. So similarly, they say that the proposed deal is an initial group of 50 hostages held by Hamas to be released in phases during the windows of pause. So that is actually pretty clever. So 4 days of ceasefire, but they do not release one shot, because if you release immediately, then maybe Israel will just start to attack again. So that is actually a pretty interesting proposal. And then there will be a 6-hour pause in fighting for 4 days. Limited 6-hour pause in fighting for 4 days. So this deal is brokered by US and Qatar. So Qatar is actually on the side of Palestine and or Hamas, and US is on the side of Israel. So this makes sense. And US and Qatar is actually allies. So that makes a pretty good sense in terms of how this deal is actually being constructed. But limited 6-hour pause in fighting, does it mean they fight after outside of the 6 hours? Is kind of unclear. But what we do know now is that there will be 300 trucks carrying aids, cooking oil for bakeries, fuel and whatnot would be delivered into the Gaza during the ceasefire. And so release of Palestinian prisoners, women and children held in Israel detention centers. So 3 Palestinians for each hostage held by Hamas. So yep. So let's see how this goes. So one American children taken was a 3-year-old. So there's an American little girl that was captured as well among the 40 children that is actually currently among the hostages in Gaza. So yeah, this is I would say this is a positive development. At least some of these hostages can be released, but in the grand scale of things, it don't make a lot of sense because it doesn't seem to gel with what Israel has been saying that they want to do. And given that these many lives have been lost in the Israelis ground offensive as well as aerial bombings, it just feels a bit unbalanced in the sense that they are negotiating for 200 people essentially from on both sides, but there's probably more than 200 people dying on a daily basis in this war. So while it seems like a good news, it also doesn't seems like a sensible one. So anyway, just broken news from Israel and Gaza, and yeah, and I'll see you in the next update.